Well, hey folks, Species 7 here, and welcome back to the Deep Forest map. So, this is a little bit of a glitchy map, I'm afraid. I have been having some issues. You still have horrible frame rate issues. I got rid of a bunch of the stuff I had already purchased. A couple of the tractors and stuff that I noticed were a little bit laggy. But it didn't really help with the overall frame rate. It's still quite slow. I've also noticed there's still quite a lot of places where things just seem to stop unexpectedly. You know, you'll be driving along or something and suddenly your tractor will stop and you keep pushing on the W key to go forward and it slip just keeps getting more and more and more. And this can be an empty tractor on a flat road. It doesn't matter. The other thing I've noticed is there's things like that harvester. Now, he's not sitting there spinning his tires. In fact, there's nothing wrong with him at all. But things will just inexplicably stop and sit there. And then it's almost like a giant lag spike, then they'll start up again. Like, he should simply be... I'm not in his way, am I? Yeah, there's no reason at all. Oh, what is he doing? I mean, is his header stuck in the ground? Yeah, as soon as I hop in, all of a sudden he can go. Now, I didn't take hired worker off or anything like that. It's just one of those, like I said, it's kind of a weird thing. Okay, it won't let me put the pipe out. Okay, that's kind of weird. How about we come off a hired... Well, I'll let him get to the end of the row. Yeah, there has been, I say, a number of these sort of issues. And I'm pretty sure it's something to do with this map. I did try one of the tractor mods that I was having problems with, and I thought it odd because it got a really high rating on LS 2013. Nobody else seemed to have problems. But it was one of those things, like I said, it wouldn't run. You'd click it into all-wheel drive and it would take off, then you could click it back to two-wheel and it was just fine. But beyond that, I don't know, it just... Like I said, then it would go and then inexplicably it would stop again, and then sometimes even in all-wheel drive it wouldn't work or it wouldn't go backwards. Well, I loaded up the MR Hagenstadt map and the tractor ran fine. Now I meant to try out those Peterbilt sleeper cabs too, and I just forgot. Because like I said, they would go forward, but no way would they go backwards. I even reset them to the farm to see if it was that spot in the shop parking lot. Because like I said, there are a few spots in the shop where vehicles simply will not move. Hooked up to gear, not hooked up to gear, it makes no difference. They won't move. But yeah, I'm trying to get past it, because like I said, there's a lot of features on this map that I'd really like to have a little bit closer look at, you know? Like this whole thing with the fish market and, you know, buying and selling grains to them in exchange for the fish and then selling the fish elsewhere and these sort of things. These are kind of neat concepts and something I sort of wanted to have a look at. Oops, got a little bit too far here. This is another thing I had sort of a little bit of an issue with. Was trying to find out where I dump my grains. Now I'll eventually figure out that I can dump them here. If I pull forward far enough. There we go, it eventually gives me a dump. And if we look at our storage, there we go. We'll see that it does record that our wheat is now going up. So there we go, that's what we got. About 30,000 off that field. However, oops, I don't think I want to drive under the silos. And there we go again. You see how it was stuck there for a moment and here I'm going forward, but there we go. And then it suddenly breaks free. And there's no reason. I mean, the slip was at 2%. So there was really no reason for the tractor to stick there, but I am finding that all over the place and quite inexplicably. Sometimes it feels like lag, sometimes it's just outright the tractors won't move. Oops. So, yeah. And I'm not sure what it is because, I mean, like, this tractor is a brand new mod I've never used before. But it doesn't really seem to be causing issues, you know? So yeah, I'm really not sure what's going on, guys. I am gonna try and keep on with this map, of course. Okay. And hopefully I'll figure out what the issues are somewhere down the line. Oh, that's our sprayer. There we go, you. Let's get you turned around and down the hill. So I had a little look around today too, and I didn't find any square balers in the MR veins. We may end up using the stock game one. We'll have to see how that goes. So now it's time to swap this out for the corn head. So let's take him over, get him parked up, swap heads, and go from there. I might end up chucking this, well, not chucking it, but not using this ramp. It's just too hard to get the heads on and off. I don't know why. This one seems to be, see, not even touching, I don't think, going in. No, it doesn't even touch it. And yet, for some reason, when you go to take it, it acts like it's 20 feet off the ground. So, as I say, I don't see too much that's really freaky special about this particular John Deere. I mean, not that there's anything off about them. They should all do basically the same thing, but I kind of think I liked the class better that we used on Glenmalure. And of course we have this problem. You see the angle that the trailer has turned to? Yeah, I don't know why. Alright, and apparently they may be clippable, but not clippable enough. Oh, lovely. I really needed that to happen, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, and I purposely put these trailers far enough forward. Oh, I'll tell you, everything is doing this on this freaking map. What a pain. Well, now I get to try and find those and reset them. But the nice thing is when you reset these trailers, they point the wrong way. The trailer hitch is right up against a wall. So, I don't know. That's the wrong head. Alright, well, we know we're close. There's one trailer. Oops. Ugh. Okay, let's move the harvesters out of the way. Let's reset that one. That's not the same head. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, I can't even find it. Of course it was the other one that it reset. Jesus. So, are we going to be able to find it and reset it? No. It's in behind all this crap, isn't it? Yeah, somewhere. Get rid of the tractors. See, that's 2 over from it, but it doesn't allow me to get to it. God damn it. Well, I can't get it out of there. I don't know. I'm not having a lot of fun on this map, guys. I guess what I'm going to end up having to do is sell them, buy them back. So, unbelievable. Sell, buy. Sell, back. There we go. And we're just gonna have to like flop them off to the side or something. I'm wondering if it's this harvester that causes a lot of the frame rate issues. I really am. Don't be too surprised, guys, if I do a test on my other map and that turns out to be the case, that we're not back to using the class 560 the next time. Besides, in all honesty, this harvester's ugly as heck. It really is. I mean, it's just a big green shoebox. Okay. Go get your corn head. Get the corn harvested. On. And I can't say as I think much of what they consider the head folding. Yeah, it folds up like this. Doesn't exactly make it convenient. So, I might either try one of the other MR ones that's out there. I think there's a little New Holland that looks kind of cool. Or, like I said, we're going to go back to the class. I mean, you can see how slowly my frame rate's chugging along here, or at least I can. And that's not terribly impressive. That means it's not going to put on a very good show for you guys either. So, and I'm really hoping it's a piece of gear, that it's not the map. Because not only have I put a lot of work into this map, but like I said, it has great potential. So, let's unfold that. And let's just see what he thinks. Oh, please unfold chopper first. Did I not just do that? Transport mode. No. Fold corn header. All-wheel drive. Lower corn header. Oh, good. It's going to be one of these, is it? Yeah. Yeah, see, there's that weirdness again. Yeah, I don't get that at all. I like the particle effects. And all of a sudden, the effects have gone from the head. That's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I get a feeling there's some real issues either with this harvester or with this map. I haven't really decided which. Alright, let's let him carry on with that particular silliness, shall we? If we go up here, by the way, this mod, great in normal form. In MR, I've tried it on a couple of different maps. It's really quite horrible. Like, the steering on it is just out of control. This is our pigs and our horses. Here, as we can see, is our horse barn. And just like the piggies, we have to provide them with a suitable diet, etc., etc. And here is our piggy barn. And it makes horsey noises at this end, but it makes delightful piggy noises at this end. So, I know, kind of scary. And we have storage for all kinds of different stuff. Huh. Don't know what half of it is, and I don't know why this one has a bin with some little tiny thing in the bottom of it. There you go. So yeah, that's the horse and the pig, and then we have a service station up here. There we go. Great big garage. Ooh, what sort of prices? $1.45, $1.59. I guess that's per liter. I don't know. Hard to tell. It's all euros anyways, I'm sure. That you guys have seen. We do have to come up here, but I gotta leave a vehicle up there, so I will probably do that at some point. I haven't really determined what's going on down here. So, I'm just wondering what it is I'm supposed to be able to pick up. Because this stuff all seems to be kind of blocked off, eh? So, I kind of wonder about that. Or do I just gotta simply go above it? Oh yeah. It fills up with sand. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but it filled up with sand. Can I just like dump it? Or no, those are downward silos, obviously. So yeah, not sure where it goes, but there you go. Wahoo, eh? I managed to find some sand. Ooh, there's more sand on the beach, but looks like you could end up driving into the chuck. So, yeah, those are definitely pickup. How about this one? Is there a dump in here? Nope. Nope. Alright, let's take a little waddle up the hill. I know this has absolutely nothing to do with what we're actually doing, but I thought I'd check it out. Now this tractor is supplied with the game, so it's not an MR mod. Wow. This is quite the drive. Yeah, it's not an MR mod, that's why you don't see any all-wheel drive or slip thing happening. It's probably also why it seems to be able to actually get up here at this sort of speed. So, yeah, I will figure out the ins and outs of this, believe me. I will. Huh, cool. Alright, well, we should get back to this guy. How's he doing? 62%, eh? Alright. And then, as I said, right down at the end of this field, we have some potatoes put in. So, that should work out well. Yeah, here's our little spud field. It hasn't grown too much yet, as you can see, but it was the last field to go in. I didn't want everything to come up at exactly the same time. Not at all. So I have a new type of bale stacker. I got the new class. Well, I don't have it yet, but I did pick it up in the mods. Let's have a look here. Mods. And if we go all the way to power, blah, 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 no, come on. Yeah, should have gone the other way. I think it's like the second last. There we go, baling technology. Yeah, this big class auto stacker stacks 48 bales, so should be interesting. But like I say, I do want to go with a square baler this time. Unfortunately, we're sort of stuck with the big pack. So, but we'll see how it goes. I will look again today, see if I can come up with something. Anything? Oh, he's pipe out. Yeah, I'm almost wondering if maybe we shouldn't go with the TerraTracks for this particular map. And like I said, I know the 560 works fine, and I have used the TerraTracks. I know they seem to work fine. The thing I like about the 560 and the MR is the fact you can raise the head a little bit. So even though you guys didn't see it because the video I recorded it in for some reason wouldn't render, down in the top of that field we did with the wheat in it, there's actually from where we're sitting right here, it would be the top right hand corner. There is quite a depression, like enough that the harvester ends up sliding completely sideways. So yeah. Oh, he's putting his pipe back in. Yep, apparently. See, there's the head is making the animation again. Huh. That's weird the way it sort of stops and starts with that. But there you go, guys. I am going to finish off the cornfield. It's all going to go in as corn this time around. And I'm going to do a little more testing, see if I can't get things smoothed out. But at least we seem to be able to get a video together now. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. This has been Deep Forest. I may do one more before I go back to the Old Brook. As I say, it depends how the testing goes here. Figure what's causing what. So until next time, this has been Species 7 on Deep Forest Farm. Take care of each other, folks, and ciao for now.